You're warmly welcome. Every chair for is named. So please identify the name. Honorables, very important guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is the year 2020. And as expected, we have met here to celebrate the Emancipation Vigil for the Emancipation celebration. COVID has not been kind enough to us, but the resilience of our people is in us. And to show that resilience, we have met here to celebrate an annual event. It is my pleasure and my colleague Ekow to welcome all of you to this event. I wish you a solemn celebration. Without wasting much time, we'll call on Central Vocal Ensemble to lead us in singing 3 of our sacred songs, patriotic songs. We'll start with the Yan Ara Assassini, Ghanaian patriotic song, and move on to Nikosikelele Africa, South Africa, a song that has united all of Africans. And then we move across the Atlantic to the Americas and sing with one voice. Lift every voice and sing. Can you take the mic?
Nananom, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I crave your indulgence as we all rise up for these 3 significant songs. Thank you. Yes, those who took away our voices did not take away our songs. And therefore, when we had our voices back, we are able to sing our African songs. Went through the slave trade, our voices were taken out, and when we had our liberties and emancipation, we were able to sing our songs. Blankson, are you available? Right. Introduce the next program.
Thank you very much, Anelo. Next program comes on, but before that, I want to acknowledge very important personalities we have in our midst. First, I introduce Nana Paminkra, the priest of the Nana Tabe Shrine in the dungeons, who offered the libations and led the ceremony in the dungeon. We have Mr. Ben Ananinsia, he's the director of planning and business development. We have Mrs. Roberta Dosnamwa, the director marketing, GTA. Please, if you are here, let us raise your hands and let us everybody acknowledge. Mr. Nsia, thank you very much. Mrs. Rebecca Dosnamwa.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister of Tourism, Deputy, Honorable Central Regional Minister, Rabbi, and all other protocols observed. It is customary as Ghanaians that at every function we pour libation, not because we just want to throw away drink, but we know that we are linked to our ancestors. So at every function we invite them to join us. This evening, despite what COVID-19 is doing, we are here. It's not the numbers that matter, but the spirit behind whatever we are doing this evening. And I am happy that despite all these shortcomings, we have all assembled here to link up with our ancestors, to let them know that we share in their struggle, and we take inspiration from them so that we make the future a better one for ourselves and for our children. I welcome all of you here to Cape Coast, and especially to this castle where this is taking place. It's a solemn occasion, and I'm hoping that we will all tune ourselves to witness and imbibe what is happening this evening. When we go back, it's not a question of telling, but living whatever happens here this evening. So on this short note, I welcome everybody, especially those who are here for the first time. Let's all together join hands, tune ourselves, and enjoy this evening. Thank you.
A louder one, 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 please, a louder one. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Next, we'll welcome a statement from the Ghana Tourism Authority CEO, Mr. Osi Ajiman.
Ago. Ago. Ago.
Amen.
Saberma. Honorable Minister, Honorable Ministers of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Barbara TJC, and Minister for the Central Region, Honorable Kwamina Dalton, Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Honorable Supreme Dr. Barry Idi, Mr. Fasi Ewa, new Office of the President, Lawyer Chaplain Boti on the GTA board, my brother Kuduenki from GTGC, Rabbi, members of the Global African Family here gathered. We welcome all of you, like Osaberima rightly said, to this all-important but solemn evening. What a difference a year makes. And what a difference COVID-19 has made. I remember last year on these same sacred grounds, there was barely space for anybody to sit. The staircase, every space on this sacred ground was filled up by kith and kin from the Caribbean, from Europe, from America, and from all the regions in Ghana. We came in our numbers to celebrate the resilience of the African spirit and to commemorate our 400 years since the first enslaved Africans arrived in the New World. We look forward to the year 2020, that we will go beyond the return and consolidate the gains of the year of return. But COVID had its own ideas. And so, as we physically and socially distance ourselves, we still want to remember the toils and the struggles of our forebears. That in these trying times, we remember their struggles from across the regions, to the first crossing at Simpson, to the last bath at Simpson, to the dungeons here, Ekow, Selmina, and Umabu, and all the various dungeons. Their struggles in the Middle Passage, on the plantations, and our continued struggles, even to today, where we are suffocating under the knees of the oppressors. Well, we'll never give up, because ours is a resilient spirit. And so as we gather here tonight, I want us all to reflect on what this ceremony means to our emancipation. If there's anything COVID-19 has taught us, that as Ghanaians, we can do it, and we have all it takes. Like our president has declared, Ghana beyond aid. It is within our powers to come together and build a just, equitable, and prosperous nation. I welcome you once again. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
First and foremost, I would like to begin by giving all honor, praise, and glory to the Most High Creator of the universe, one by whom we live, move, and have our being, and to the spirit of our great African ancestors, upon whose shoulders we stand, and whom we have come here this evening to pay tribute to. Osabarimba, Anakwesiata, second, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, our very own Honorable Regional Minister, the Director of Diaspora Affairs, and if I may stand on the protocol, our CEO of the GTA, and all of these dignitaries that are there, and all the protocol has been established. I'd like to greet each and every one of us here tonight with the statement of our theme, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. It is very appropriate that the words of the CEO of GTA acknowledge that 1 year ago, we were all here in this crowded space. More importantly, last year, the whole year, Ghana made a statement for all of Africa. It was the year of return. And we put out a statement that resounded throughout the world. And we should not underestimate the impact that it had. There are some of us who believe that even the Corona-19 was a response, that, you know, we have to do something to slow down this movement with Africa, because if we allow these African people to get back together again and ride on this momentum, there will be no stopping them. But still, we are here. In our limited numbers, respecting the protocols of the restrictions, but we're still here with a dynamic spirit to say, ain't no stopping us now. We have a situation where we are honored to be here on this sacred ground tonight, on this sacred occasion tonight. That is Reverential Night that Ghana made sacred 22 years ago, and have kept these rituals alive. And we should not underestimate its impact, because last year when thousands of people left this continent, and thousands of people visited this edifice in Elmina and many other sites throughout Ghana, they took home with them a spirit of African pride, a spirit of African dignity. So much so that when we had the incident that took place on African Union Day, May 25th, when a white police officer thought that it was business as usual to put his foot on the neck of a black man, who was not a famous black man, he wasn't one of the leaders of the black community, He wasn't someone that had a big name, but he was a black man. And make no mistake about it, Ghana's proclamation of the year of return and restoring dignity to black people was part of the spirit that rose up, that said enough is enough, and now black people and white people and people of all races have been filled to the tilt to say, no, enough is enough and black lives do matter, and it's time for the black man to be free. And that can only happen because we stand on centuries of struggle and the liberation of black people, that many people have died in this struggle. So my statement tonight is to say that we're in the right place, doing the right thing, and that although we are in smaller numbers, we should not ever underestimate the impact of our resilience to be here tonight anyway, despite all that's going on. So I'd like to thank the Minister of Tourism, I'd like to thank the Ghana Tourism Authority, I'd like to thank the Ogar Traditional Council, and those of us who've been collaborators, Sanifest Foundation and all the others, National Theater, for us working together to make sure that this is going to take place anyway. Our Diaspora Affairs Office, you know, we have African Americans and Africans from the Caribbean, Africans from the diaspora who were given their citizenship last year. All of those people have inspired thousands of Africans around the world to say that Africa is our home and Africa has invited us home again. So let's think about all of those who are thinking about being here in Mother Africa. For the first time in my lifetime, I can hear reports of people wishing that they was in Africa during this pandemic rather than in the West. Can you imagine that? People in America wishing they were in Africa instead of America. People in Europe wishing they were in Africa instead of Europe. And that is a phenomenon that we help to turn the tide, and we should never allow that tide to go back again. So we should give ourselves a round of applause for being here where thousands and millions wish they were here tonight. So in that respect, let's thank the Creator, thank our ancestors for giving us this time, and ask that we have more resilience to fight this coronavirus, that our borders will open, that the sons and daughters of Africa can return back home, and that in 2021, Canifest and Emancipation Day can return to the momentum that we've seen last year and even beyond. So thank you very much, and may we all enjoy a wonderful Reverential night and Emancipation Day.
Thank you very much, Rabbi. Thank you very much, Executive Director. Hold on. Well, they're preparing the stage for a wonderful performance for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a few people to acknowledge as well. We have Lawyer Kwame Boateng, Board Member of Ghana Tourism Authority. Thank you very much, sir. We have Alhaji Abubakar Suleiman, Director, Kwame Nkrumah Memorial Park. Thank you very much, sir. We have Mr. Otu Lambani, Director, Human Resource, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Thank you. We have Mr. Gabriel Tando, Director of Budget, Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Ms. Annabelle Mackenzie, Director, Beyond the Return Office. Ladies and gentlemen, I will leave the rest all alone to introduce the performing group.
Thank you, co-MC. Now, we are in for a very memorable performance, and I have always maintained that so long as the forts and castles remain standing on our beaches, the history of the black man and their transatlantic slave trade shall always be told. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, next on the program is a performance titled Black Lives Matter. And for all of us who know where that slogan is coming from and its significance to the black man throughout the world, this is one of the moments. And this performance is being performed by the 3 resident groups of the National Theatre of Ghana. And by the 3 resident groups, I'm talking about the discipline of music, dance, and drama. Ladies and gentlemen, shall we welcome the 3 groups from the National Theatre of Ghana. Thank you.
Mother Africa, oh Mother Africa. Mother Africa is feeling gloomy. She is choked with sorrow. Her heart is bleeding. Her eyes are bleeding with tears. Oh Mother Africa. Mother Africa. We have lost tens and thousands of people to gun violence. Mothers, fathers, children, students. We must march like we never marched before. We do not want our freedom gradually. We want our freedom now. Brothers, let us march on. do it. fighting? Why are you fighting when your mother is sore? Why are you fighting when your mother's heart is bleeding? Her eyes are bleeding with tears because some of her children have found themselves in a village through no fault of theirs. Why are you fighting when your mother is feeling so blue? Don't you want your brothers and sisters to come back? Why can't you maintain peace? Why will you not allow peace to reign?
My name is Elijah McLean. Sorry, sir. I'm just playing music. I'm not disturbing. I'm a massage therapist, and I play the violin. You can check my ID. Please, I just want to go home. Please, just let me go home. I just want to go home. Oh! Oh! Oh!
Who are you? I'm Reverential. What do you want? Where's the search warrant? Stop it! No! Leave my things! No! 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 Ah!
I can't breathe.
Mama! Oh, Mama! I can't breathe! Life matters!
Hey, they're coming here.
Life matters! Black life matters! Black life matters! My name is Michael Brown. Michael Brown! Black Lives Matter movement started long ago, not few days ago. Wilson shot my head. Fatally shot my head. Darren Wilson. Second Darren Wilson shot my head. Fatally. The grand jury refused to indict him. Yes, you killed a soul. You did not quit a soul. I took a stone to protect my soul. You pull out the gun. What if it was your race? Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
G. Michael Brown, Tatiana Jefferson, Terence Crutcher, Betty Jones, Eric Garner, Trayvon Martin, Dominique White, Oscar Grant, Laquan McDonald, Freddie Gray, Tamel Rice, Breonna Taylor,
Martin Luther King.
How long? How long are we going through this? We have to go back home. We must. My goodness. We must. We must go back home. We must. We must. Go back home. We must. We must. We must go back home. We must.
Wow. across the sea. Beautiful land so far away, across the sea, called Mother Africa. We are going to the land called Mother Africa. We are going to the land called Mother Africa. There is a land so far away across the sea. Beautiful land so far away across the sea called Mother Africa. We are going to the land called Mother Africa. all of you senior officials of the stakeholder agencies of the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, and all of us here, you are eminently acknowledged. As we meet here today, and which we have done every year to pay tribute to the memory of our forebears for the pain and agony inflicted on them, a memory of anguish. Let me first commend the patriarchs of the perpetual flame of struggle, resistance, and resilience, which has brought us this far. Indeed, we dare not get this flame extinguished. We dare not retreat from this struggle. It's because that tendency for abuse and discrimination, which ever existed several years, several decades, centuries ago, is as alive and strong today. That from quoting the Republican senator for Arkansas, was out there, that slavery was a necessary evil upon which the Union was built. It's an ample testimony that the monster is as alive today as it was several years ago. And we dare not get this fire extinguished. The spirit of our forebears must continue to be invoked so that as we join our strengths and efforts together, we will be able to overcome someday. But we dare not get this fire extinguished. Before I resume my seat, Asabama allowed me the space to pay tribute to Rabbi Kuni. As he spoke, he said the desire was for the seas of this place to overflow. Unfortunately, we are covered in the air. His prayer was that we shall overcome this disease in order that we will continue with the struggle. But one unique thing that Rabbi Boyin has done for humanity is that as Sabama, in the face of this pandemic where we are being ravaged from all sides, the region was in dire need of a place where if anybody was infected, would either be isolated or quarantined. Anywhere and everywhere we turn, we hit a wall. Rabbi Boyin and Professor Small, wholeheartedly gave us a 40-bed facility, free of charge. For use by the health directorate. And indeed that has gone a long way to assist in the fight. If this is not a display, an expression of humanity, what else would be? Rabbi, I stand on behalf of the chiefs and people of this region to say a big thank you for this wonderful gesture. Thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Honorable. Thank you very much.
No. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we now have the pleasure to welcome our Honorable Minister, Honorable Barbara Oting JC, to give us final address.
A round of applause. Let's welcome her with her drums and the cymbals, with her glass. Please.
The Honorable Central Regional Minister, the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Nananum, executives of the Ministry of Tourism and its agencies, our brothers and sisters of the diaspora, we are here again this evening, the eve of Emancipation Day, to pay tribute to our forebears who suffered all the indignities, the inhumane atrocities, and yet were able to go across the Atlantic to a foreign land and to survive. We celebrated their resilience last year during the year of return. And this year, we were expecting to have even more of our kith and kin with us. But because of COVID-19, we cannot have that massive celebration. But I recollect one major personality who was with us during the year of return 2019. The Congressman John Lewis was with us. Just last week in the United States of America, he returned to his maker. He is our kith and kin. And he came home during the year of return. And as his life was celebrated in the US, one significant statement struck me. It was the point that was made that he was the conscience of Congress. He was the conscience of Congress. And I believe we all know what that means. To have a voice of conscience, reprimanding us, directing us, showing us to stand up for the truth, to stand against what is wrong. I think that if we had had many more voices of conscience, some of the atrocities which took place would not have happened. As we celebrate Emancipation 2020, we are saying that Black Lives Matter. If those policemen who looked on when the life was snapped out of George Floyd, if one of them had had the voice of conscience, George Floyd may be alive today. So even as we say that Black Lives Matter, we call upon all the races of humankind that we should be the voices of conscience for our races. We should be the voices of conscience and draw them back to the path of righteousness. to the path of what is right, to the path of integrity, to the path of wholesomeness, to the path of brotherhood, because we are all one human race. So that is what I want to leave with all of us today. Let us be the voices of conscience wherever we find ourselves. We have come here tonight on solemn reverence to pay tribute to ancestors, and we hold these candles as symbolic lights of the torch of African freedom. These flames, which we hold, not only enshrine the spirit of the Republic of Ghana, but also provide symbols for the African freedom fighters of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We shall draw inspiration from these flames for the struggle of African emancipation. Day after day and year after year, these flames reflect the burning desires of the African people's freedom, totally free and independent, the ability to manage and direct their own affairs in the best interest of themselves. The flame we lit today is not only in the name of the people of Ghana, but also in sacred duty to millions of Africans now crying out for freedom. And I charge all of us here present to remember that this great African emancipation and liberation struggle is a holy crusade to which we must constantly stand dedicated and must be prosecuted to a successful end. Brothers and sisters, Nananum, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the flames we lit may burn perpetually in our hearts, minds, and souls, and constitute a symbol of victory for our cause. From this moment onwards, I proclaim emancipation and the freedom of our minds from all forms of subjugation, fettered by no shackles of any nature whatsoever. May God bless us all. May God bless Africa, and may God bless people of African descent.
For the Honorable Minister, whilst we invite
as the minister duly inaugurated, we want to draw this program to a close by calling out the names of those ancestors that we've come to honor. And as we do that, we want each of you here to call out the names and your own heroes that help to be an inspiration to each one of us in our lives. We will start off the names with some of those we remember in history, but each one of us can call out to remember them tonight. It's in their honor that we celebrate emancipation, and it's because of them that we have declared this reverential evening. So in the name of the great Honorable Right Marcus Mosiah Garvey, in the name of the Sajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, His Imperial Majesty Ture,
Mary Prince,
Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, W.E.B. Du Bois,
Waterloo,
Sojourner Truth,
King David, Queen Madamo,
Harriet Tubman, Call out their names. Let them know that we remember them. We appreciate them. Their struggle.
Jomo Kenyatta, Elijah Muhammad, Ray Charles, J.B. Dankwa,
Richard Allen, Absalom Jones,
J.A. Rose,
Queen Nzinga, Jacob Wilson Say.
Malcolm X, Manaya Santua,
Call their names out. Let them know we honor them. We remember them.
Martin Luther King,
Jean-Jacques Dessalines,
Father Divine,
Frederick Douglass,
Mother J.C. Walker,
George Floyd, Nelson Mandela,
Winnie Mandela,
Robert Mugabe,
Chief Sam, Natana,
Denmark Bessie,
George Floyd,
W.E.B. Du Bois, Tom Bell,
Adam Curtis Powell,
Marcus Garvey,
Tupac.
Shakur,
Haile Selassie,
Louis Farrakhan,
Charles White, Charlie Parker, Harriet Tubman,
Jack Johnson,
Fanny Tall,
Angela Davis,
Michael
Son
Jackson.
Cass,
Michael Jackson.
Nana Kofu,
J.A. Rogers,
Amram Halevi. We have 60 seconds before midnight. Call their names out before we go into One Love and the lights come on. Remember your aunties, remember your uncles, those who are your role models.
Michael Johnson.